The meeting will be started shortly.
Can I start now, ma'am, or we can wait for a few minutes?
Yes, ma, we can start. I think it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Welcome at the
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, good evening, all guys. Thank you to each and everyone for you being with us. We are very happy to welcome all those of you that have been with us for a long time. Today, we are going to host day 3 of Python Bootcamp with you all guys. Before we are get started, once again, I would like to express my sincere thanks to all of those who generously help us to make this event successfully. In today's gathering, we are handovering the sessions to Danush and Mr. Mohan Ram with an agenda by Miss Pooja. Thank you all. Have a nice day. If any queries regarding to the Python, you can chat at any time, guys. You can put a chat simply. You can interrupt us in any time. Okay, guys. Pooja, are you there? Pooja? Yeah, you can handle it, Pooja. Thank
Yeah.
you, guys.
Okay, everyone. Good evening. So welcome back. You're back to the session over here. So today agenda. So what are today you guys are going to see is nothing but the uh, social ethics and computer networks. So which is very basic in this Python. So this will be taught by Mr. Danush. So and by continuing it, we have data structure and database over here. And I welcome Danush to start over the program. And Danush, are you here?
Yeah, yes, Pooja.
Okay. Thank you all.
Is my screen visible? It's clear.
Yeah, yes, Dhanush.
Yeah, Dhanush, your screen is visible.
Can I start, ma'am, or I can wait 2 more minutes?
Yes, ma, you can start.
Okay. So, in this bootcamp, you have learned about the basics for the past 2 days, right? For this upcoming section, we'll be learning about some of the program, basic program, advanced program, and some of the ML and all you will be learning. So this is not fulfilled to complete this course. You should know something about computer network, social law, and ethics. So here I go. Today we are going to start about the computer network, social law, and ethics. Today's session. Okay. So I will start this. So in this computer network and social law and ethics, so first I'm going to discuss about computer networks and then social law and ethics. As part A, we are going to discuss about the computer networks. Okay, let me go. So part A, we are going to discuss about the computer network, right? So what is this computer? What is network? You know what is the computer? So let's say something is connected to something, right? So this is called computer network. I'll explain it. So if I say the definition, computer network is interconnection to certain amount of computers, so they can exchange information resources. Can you get this? No, no, no. Okay. The computer devices is nothing but which have been connected to one another in order to exchange information or to share the resources from the computer. So, for example, in your home, right, you are connected to smartphones, your laptop with your TV, gaming console, printer, etc. These are being connected with the help of a cable or something called Wi-Fi or something, right? These networks. If I take some topic, it will be having an advantage and disadvantage. Let's see what is advantage and disadvantage of this computer networks, right? So advantage of computer network, we can share this resource. Can we share this software? Can storage? It is used to store something and improve the communication skills, right? So it comes to disadvantages. It is a complex and costly. That's all. Okay. We saw about the computer networks. Then what are the computer components of computer network? So components of computer networks. It's nothing but it's not like a wired or wireless. I'm not speaking about that. So we need something. So some if I take PC, It been connected to something, a router or modem, some software issues, some software network clients. It will be connected with that. So we are going to discuss about host, server, client, and network hardware, communication channel, software, and network services. So first I will start with the example, so you will get this point. Method point. The host. What is host? Host is nothing but a PC, laptop, smartphone is called a host. Then what is will be network hardware? You know NIC, right? So NIC and router, switch, hub, which comes under network hardware. Then communication channel is nothing but a cable, radio link. This all comes under a communication channel. Then software is nothing but a protocols, network operating systems, etc. Then network services called BNS, file sharing, etc. So I will set the examples now. So I will see the definition of these, those servers, clients, and network communication channel, and this goes on. So what is host? Hosts are also called as a node. So the term of host, which refers to the computer which been attached to the network and seeking to share the resources to the computer networks. So this is called a host. Host, in this Zoom meeting, there will be a host, right? He will be having a more power, then a co-host, then a participant. Right, this is called a host. Host will be having some powers which have been predominantly stronger than others. So, for example, PC, laptops, smartphones are connected to the network. These are called a host. Right. Then coming to the point server, you know server down, right? Server down. You know the meaning of server down. So, right, um, service. Service is the most important in the computer network. Service is responsible for making a network task happening. In other words, we can say sharing some information with the cloud. So, what is server down? So, can anyone say what is server down? You can chat directly, or you can use a public chat. What is server down? Anyone? Server down. Yes, overloaded. Okay. Some issues in PC. Yes. Yeah, it's your answer near to me. Yes. The server may be overloaded. It is being attacked by a cyber attack, and some of the issues is that you have hardware or software. So I like to share something. So these are the server error you'll be getting predominantly in you are using the Google or Chrome, whatever else. You'll be getting those errors, right? You'll be getting a 404, 401 error. It's nothing but it's unauthorized website. So 400 means just a bad request, and 404 is a not phone. There is a no website call. And 403 is a forbidden, and 500 is the internal server error. So these are 5 errors you'll be getting more in a day-to-day life. So we'll move on to the PPT. Before that, so I explained about the server, host, then client. So what is a client? So client is a related term, right? The client is a computer host that are requested for someone services from a service. In other words, a server or computer that are requested client to a computer. Okay, client is nothing but you and me. Network hardware. So what is my network and this hardware? So host and wiring a network resources that are specialized to a hardware to carry out a various roles, such as establishing, controlling some of the network traffics, etc. So this controlling network traffics from preventing from some attacks. So we'll be using this network hardware. So let's come to a software called NIC. So NIC is nothing but a network interface unit, right? So it is a card that is attached to the host and establish a network for a connection. So then we move on to software. So software is a layer of network that are being a network to make a network possible, right? That's a called software. For using a Python, for to run the Python, we need a software, right? That's called some of the layer of network that make a network to be possible. Okay. And this compromise the network protocols, network and operating systems, etc. Then we'll come to the network services. So network services is like a DNS, domain name system. So this refers to the application that provides the different functions of a network that have been overloaded. Okay, I said about the components of computer network. Move on to the next topic called types of network. We'll be having a types of network, LAN, MAN, and WAN. This is a simple topic, so I'll rush up with it. So what is LAN, MAN and WAN? LAN, you know what is LAN? LAN is full form is local area network, and MAN is a metropolitan area network, and WAN is a wide area network. So what's the difference between these, right? So local area means a network or the communication is between you and me, or you and a neighbor, or you or some building with the two building, right? Between the computer is called a LAN. Then coming to the WAN is a wide area network. It's been connected to satellite to express something from this country to that country. You will be using a WAN connectivity. Then MAN, for MAN we will be using this connection for transferring information from city to city or state to state. So next, so types of communication channels. So what are the types of communication channels we have? So we are having two types of communication channels called wired and unwired. So what is wired and what is unwired? Can anyone say? Can anyone put it in chat box? What is wired and what is unwired? So wired is nothing but what you are using a charger cable as a data cable, right? You will be having a television cable. So this is called wired, and unwired means Wi-Fi, then modem something, and I'll call as an unwired system. So under a wired condition, you'll be having a three cables called twisted pair cables, coaxial cable, and fiber optical cable. So I think more difference. It will be different with the cost wise, right? So in twisted pair cables, the cables have been insulated wires that have been twisted together to improve the electromagnetic capability, and it will be used to reduce the noise from outside, right? And then in coaxial cable, these have been solid wires that are surrounded by a more foils or wire strip that have been separated in kinds of transmitter. And then fiber optic cable. So these are quite costly and used to transmit the information accurately. So then come to the topic, wireless. So in the case of wireless, you'll be using what are I said here receptor cable, coaxial cable, and fiber optical cable. These three cables. Similarly, we'll be having a microwave, radio wave, satellite as a three here. So what is the microwave? So the microwave have a frequency that can be used to transfer data to a wireless with a long distance. Even we can say calls, right? These are comes under a microwave. And radio wave. These radio waves are used to transmit a television radio program, and all the radios today are continue with these signals with this sign of waves and transmit the audio and video data. Even a Wi-Fi became a most common world today to use a radio waves here. And satellite. You know what is satellite? So we'll be using secret communication between some country with some leaders. Right? Satellite is a communication that has been specialized in case of a microwave. Satellite are used to transmit a signal from a ground station. And then, so we'll be seeing a topic called network and hardware. So this is a big topic. I need to explain each and every topic here. So what is this called? Network devices and computer hardware. So let me move on to the NIC. What is NIC? First, can anyone say what is the full form of NIC? Yes, good. Okay. NIC is nothing but a network interface card. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. NIC is nothing but a network interface card. Okay. This is a device that has been attached to each and every workstation at the server and helps the workstation to establish all important connections with the network. So each network interface that has been attached to the workstation called unique number and identity. So in all the mobiles, recent mobiles, you'll be having NIC, right? To transmit some of the information at a very fastest manner. Then we'll be going to the MAC address. So MAC address is nothing but MAC address is refers to a physical address that has been assigned by the NIC manufacturer. So I like to show what is a MAC address. Just a minute. So the MAC address is nothing but media access control is a full name. So you'll be having a 00, 1A, 3F, and F1, 4C, and 6C. So what is this? Can anyone say? What is this? What is this called? Yeah. It's ID. Yeah, it's ID. Then yeah, it's a unique one. Then okay, I will explain. So the MAC address is nothing but the NAC manufacturer will assign a unique physical address for the NAC call. Will be a unique. It will be a unique address, right? The MAC address is there's a 6-bit address that which be a byte, and that means separated by the colon. For example, just see here, it will be separated by the colon. So that's all about the MAC address. So on one more note, the NAC manufacturer that has been assigned to a unique address to a NAC call, and this being a physical address that is known by the media access control. So remember this name, media access control. So let me go on to the switch. So before that, we will see hub. What is hub? So hub is nothing but it's a hardware device that is used to this for several computers to gather together. So this is called hub. So we are gathering together, right? So like that, the computer networks which are going to gather together in a specific spot is called a hub. So there are two types of hub: active hub and passive hub. So active hub is nothing but electrically amplified signals that it's moved to one to another. Okay. In case of passive hub, the signal that is being passed from one computer to another computer without any changes. So this is between a difference between active hub and passive hub. So let me move on to the topic switch. So what is switch? Switch is nothing but um, it's a segment of network into smaller subnets. So prevent the traffic overloading, you'll be using a switch. So you just type in Google switch, you'll be getting components of computer network. The under the topic. So you just type a network called switch. You'll be getting what is a pick of switch. So next we'll be going to the bridge. So what is bridge? So bridge is nothing but we are going to link the two devices. So this is the component, this is the device called bridge. So we are going to link two devices means we will be using a devices called bridge. So then router, you know what is router, right? So I need to to explain much. So you know router. Router is a network device that is being forwards and data from one network to another network. I repeat,
I request
router is nothing but
everybody to mute yourself. 1 minute, ma. 1 minute. Please mute yourself, all of you. All of you mute yourself.
okay. Router. What is router? Router is nothing but you're going to get some network and to deliver with some network. So we'll see what is the router is a network device that being forwarded data from one network to another network. The router it won't act as like which it's different from a router. Then we'll see about gateway. So what is gateway? So gateway is a network device that being connected to the dissimilar network and being established the intelligent connection between a local network and external network. We're going to separate two different networks. So this is called a bridge here. So another next we'll move on to the topic. Very important topic. Cloud. So what are the cloud? What is cloud? Can anyone say what is cloud? Can anyone put in chat box what is cloud? Cloud, just the cloud. So right, okay, it's a term of network. Okay, okay. So cloud is nothing but a genetic term that had been used in a network. Okay, online data. Yes, it's right. Okay, cloud is nothing but it's a genetic name given to the network called cloud. It's a genetic name. Just note this keyword. So let me move on to the types of cloud. You'll be having a private cloud, public, community cloud, and hybrid cloud and international cloud. You'll be having a 5 clouds. So private cloud, you know what. So these are the clouds that are being exclusively using by the single organization and typically it will be controlled and managed by the host. I repeat, there will be a host and will be controlled and managed by them. This is called a private cloud. Then it's totally vice versa for a public cloud. So there is a cloud. It will be multiple used by multiple organizations, and it has been shared on the basis. And the host is managed, and the third-party device, third-party service will provide this. Sir, please, sir, previous. So someone has to show the previous slide, so I will show that. Okay. Have you taken screenshot? Yes, okay. I'll cloud. I have said about the private cloud, public cloud. Then what is a community cloud? So the community cloud is nothing but these are the cloud which have been used to group or data of organization and which make you to communicate a cloud with some environment. For example, the community might be consist of different branches. For military purpose, they will be using this. So for military purpose, they'll be using this type of community cloud to even universities, which may be using this type of cloud and to share the information with confidentially. Then what is called hybrid cloud? So then hybrid cloud is nothing but a single organization that adopts both private and public, and this application it will be advantages for benefit of both. For example, the cloud bursting scenario. An organization might run in the steady state to overload application on a private cloud, but when it spike overload occurs, such as in the financial quarters and during a holiday section. So this is an example. So hybrid cloud is nothing but it will be used. Yes, it will be used from in case of both private and public. So this is a simple term. International cloud it will used to it will be common. International cloud is nothing but a common. Okay, so international cloud is not nothing but we can share this information with one country to another country. So addresses on network. Okay, I'll see. So till now, any doubt? Any doubt? Yes. Just a minute.
Yeah, Dhanush, you can continue, Dhanush.
Okay. So addresses on network. So we'll be having a two things called URL and IP address. So first you will be seeing about the URL. So what is URL? So URL is nothing but a location, right? So just a minute. So I'll be searching images, right? So I'll be getting the URL here. Just a minute. Yeah. So I'll be getting some address here, over here. So this is the address HTTP. So what's the meaning of that? HTTP is a type of server. Okay. First, HTTP is nothing but a type of server, and this and www.google.com is called address on server, and the remaining are called the path of the server. The remaining this from this search is called a path, and www.google is called address on server, and this HTTP is called the types of server what you are using. So we'll be if I open this thing, see I'll be using here. See I'll be taking this thing. I'll be taking this picture, right? So if I take this picture and copy the path, you'll be getting some path, right? And same thing, if I going to take this image and I took this path, see the both are different. Both are going to locate the same thing. Both are going to look at the same picture, but in different manner. So in this case, in the URL, it is going to yes, okay, okay, I will say, yeah. In this URL, it's going to say it's going to locate which will be public, and you can say this this photos. So this address is private. So these things are private. So this see content is both is going to locate something. So that's the thing. So then IP address. So what is IP address? So the IP address is a unique number which being given to the string of number that will be separated by a dots and used to identify the device of network. So this IP address need a different networks to communicate with each other. So this IP address it will be unique address. Okay, no none other further will be overly written or will not be same. Right? It will this all the IP address will be different. It depends upon the PC or phone or any other gadget. So types of network. What are the types of network we have? So we will be having a wireless connectivity. So what are these five? I think what are these five types of network? Can anyone say? Can anyone put in chat box? What are those five? What is 2G? Can anyone say what is 2G? 2G. Yeah, the speed may be low, right? Okay, good. And 3G? Yeah, it's a generation, right? Speed of network, okay. Then it's a private, okay. Yeah, okay, good. So let me see what is 2G, 3G, and 5G. So the 2G is nothing but it is going to give a network speed. Yeah, it's a generation. Okay, good. It's going to improve it is going to improve the network speed. For example, the 2G is network speed is 250 kb, and 3G network speed is it's going to initialize and offer a speed up to 500 kb to 2 Mbps. And in case of 4G, it is going to give 10 to 15 Mbps up to 50 Mbps. And in case of 5G, it is going to deliver a speed from 25 Mbps to 40 Mbps. In future, you will be getting this. So Wi-Fi is a private thing. It is a broadband internet connection. A wireless router that which delay your internet speed. It depends upon you how you are fixing a Wi-Fi. So it depends upon your speed. So let's move on to another topic. So part B. So before the part B, we said that we'll be sharing those links for the content. We said we'll be sharing a link to you. So this is the time for that. So we'll be having a 5 more to share our content and source code and everything with you. So first, WhatsApp. So you all be in WhatsApp. I know that. So we'll be sharing those links in WhatsApp also. So then we'll be having a GitHub. So that means we'll share links in chat box. Just a minute. Okay, that means we'll share those links in chat box. We'll be having a GitHub, YouTube channel, and Telegram, and one more called Google Drive and WhatsApp. So we'll be having a 5 more. You can get the source code, you can get a benefit with that. So we'll be sharing those links. So first, just a minute, I will show that. So first GitHub. So here is account. You will be getting PDFs and PPT video links here. So you can get those links here. So Mohanram, you just share those links in chat box. Can you hear Mohanram?
Yes, Rajesh, I will share those links. Yeah, sure. You just take that link.
So again, we'll be having a ID in Instagram. So I will share this. Just a minute.
Yeah, just a minute. I will
So
share
this is the ID.
GitHub link.
We will share this ID. You will be getting some codes, which some programs are meant for education purpose, right? So those programs will be shared here, and you can take this source code using this Telegram channel. So here is a code. So we will be sharing.
The GitHub link is also provided in the chat box. All the codes will be updated there.
So if you click a follow link, you will be getting this Telegram link to Telegram and Instagram link. You just go there and join and follow there. So we will be share. Then I will share YouTube. Wait, YouTube link. Rajesh, you just share a YouTube link.
Yeah, okay, Dhanush, you proceed it. I will share it in chat box.
Okay. So here is a content. Is a previous day content. Is a full video. You will be getting this full video in YouTube channel. You just go there and watch. So another thing is we'll be having Google Drive. I will show that also. Just a minute. So this is a Google Drive. You will be getting a day 1, day 2 till a day 15. So in day 1, you just go there, go inside. You will be getting a program, screenshot, and the video of this session. So if you once you go there and you will be getting those links. So Sasikumar just share that link. Okay.
Okay, Dhanush.
Yeah. Let's come to topic part B. So just me. Part B is nothing but a social law and ethics. So can anyone say what is social law and ethics? Can anyone say what is social law and what is ethics? Anyone can type. Yeah. Okay. Then okay. It's a type of crime. Then okay, I will start. Before going to this topic, do you know what this? Did anyone know what is happening around the world? Can anyone know? Cyber attack. Bro. Yes, it's a type of cyber attack. Then you know the war between Russia and Ukraine, right? So the Russia has been cracked the government websites of Ukraine, and Ukraine has been urged to solve that. And many other countries, developed countries, have sent their software engineers to them to resolve it. Okay, this is the thing is happening. So again, it's a thing I like to share that. So what is ethical issue? Can anyone type what is ethical issue? Ethical issue. What is ethical issue? Ethical hacking. Then what is ethical issue? Ethical issue. Yeah, it's a type of information. Okay. So in these days, we really seem to say that our society is an information society. There will be some fake IDs. Mohan, remove it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, ethical issue. So in this today's society, you'll be having all the informations in the mode of internet mode, right? So let us begin. So in these days, we'll be having this to say our society is being above an information society, and our era is information era. So the information is mean the cure of knowledge. So we're going to see two types of ethical issues. So this is the definition of ethical issue. If you want to take a screenshot, just go. Yeah, fake. Okay. Yeah, you can take a screenshot, bro. I will wait. Yes, I'll move. So some common ethical issues. So there are three types of issues. It's more interesting topic. Just listen. So here we have three types of issues called intellectual property right, plagiarism, and digital property rights. Can anyone know something about these three topics? What is this? These are some type of ethical issue. Okay. Then what is this type of ethical rights, digital property rights? Can anyone say? So before going to this topic, first we will see about the intellectual property rights. So a piece of information is produced or created with lots of effort, right? And it been consuming a lots of time, and the cost factor is also more. To create information, it will be consuming a more time. And through once it produced, it can be easily duplicated. I repeat, once the web ID or once ID is made, and it can be easily duplicated. So this will be coming under a intellectual property right. So you know about some of the fake websites or fake thing. So before that, I will show one video. You just see that you can say about a spoof. You know Paytm, right? We can easily make another Paytm. Paytm. Okay? Yes, Paytm, bro. Yeah, we can make another Paytm which is spoof. So I will show that video. You just go there and watch it. See, I'll be typing this name here. So this I'm not promoting this. These are the things which is happening in our society. Just be aware of this. See, like that we can do. So if a person without knowledge can accept this, the person with knowledge will know this is a fake and all. So the person without
Yeah, Dhanush, you carry on. We will manage it.
okay. Okay, the person with the knowledge will know that this is a fake. So be aware of it. Be aware with this. So plagiarism. So this is a topic is also similar to the intellectual property rights. So this is nothing but stealing something as such.
Yeah, guys, if you can teach, you can come and teach, guys. Otherwise, you go. Dhanush, you carry on. We will manage it.
Barking dogs will bark on lunch. You can. Yeah, better I will disable
Okay,
the chat.
no need to monitor.
Okay, you can.
Okay, I will start. So in this content, will be said the unauthorized used to close imitations of some languages. So plagiarism nothing but stealing someone else's information and representing as it as your own with this idea. This is called plagiarism. So stealing some information. So again, we'll be seeing about a story of a reason and Intel processor. So digital property, it comes under digital property, right? Okay. Let's see what is a digital property, right? So before that, I'll say something. You know the what is a Ryzen processor and Intel processor, right? So first, Intel as a processor that they have made 32-bit software Ryzen chip graphics set. So again, Intel has made that and got a patent. So now who is the loser here? Ryzen is a loser, which they have lost their project. So now the Ryzen has built a 64-bit AMD Ryzen processor and 64-bit AMD processor, and they have got a copyright. Again, Intel is not able to produce like that, right? So they got a partition between them. Yes, okay. Okay, I will share that. I will share this. Okay. So that Ryzen processor and Intel processor have a deal. That Ryzen, if you buying an Intel processor, if you are selling Intel processor, so you need to give something tax or something some percentage to him. So that's why Intel processor is quite higher than Ryzen processor. This is the thing. So let you go to the content digital property right. So it refers to information about that you have been created and been exhibited digital forms, either be online or electronic devices that you stores. Okay, it been okay. Getting more to next. So it's nothing but taking some information from others. So some of the software licenses will be having a free software and open software. Yeah, yes, bro. It's like a bootcamp and MediaTek. Yes, you're correct. So you'll be having a free software and open software. The meaning are same, right? Free and open. We can go there and freely access those softwares. So in this free software, they are being freely accessible and no payment. In open software, they'll be freely accessible, but you should pay something. So for example, if you take that Opera Mini Skype is called a free software, you can go there and put your own thing and come back. So in open software, it's like a canvas, it's like a image editor, video editor, something like that. So you can use that, but in case of download, you need to pay something. So let's move on to next thing. So again, the content with is safe. So privacy. Okay. So we'll be seeing about what is privacy issues. So privacy is nothing but a protection on the personal information that gives in online. It will be related to company and policy issues that you are facing a day to day. So in that, there are many way to there are many websites that you can track. Okay, so you just know what is cookies, what is HTTP, and what are the identity theft. So I will say about that. Okay. So before that, you know what is HTTP. So there are two type of network, HTTP and HTTPS. So HTTP is nothing but a secure website, and HTTPS is nothing but an unsecured website. So the both are different, right? And in case of cookies, you will be having a super cookies, and you'll be having a first party cookies and second party cookies and third party cookies. So in second party cookies, it will not take it as a consideration. So in case of first party cookies, these are the cookies that will be stored on your own login ID and password that even autofill your information from other websites that are frequently used. So in case of other third-party cookies, these are the cookies website that will be known for you and the web browsing history that are facing advertisement regularly. If you are watching something you watch in some website, right? You'll be then you'll be opening YouTube means you'll be coming a topic related about you. You'll be getting a topic related watch. So it's nothing but a third party cookies. So super cookies is nothing but these are the types cookies. They never come back even after you delete them. If you delete those cookies, so if you delete those cookies, if you delete those cookies, you can't get it more. So nothing but super cookies are nothing but there are multiple spaces. For example, flash cookies and Silverlight storage, etc. So let's move on to the next topic. So how we can ensure the confidential information? So use your firewall. We are not. Just a minute. Okay. So let me coming to the next topic called to ensure the confidentiality of information. So use a firewall wherever it is possible. Control the browsing settings to block them. Uh, Browse the private websites wherever it is possible. So be careful with posting on internet. Ensure the secure and safety while using some softwares which you know. So carefully handle the emails. Do not give any sensitive information on wireless data. So avoid using the public computers. So while you're using the public computers, the browsing first you did. So don't save them. Don't give us a save password now. So don't save your login information. So never save a password while working on the public computer. So avoid entering on a sensitive information on a public computer. So don't leave the computer unattached and sensitive information on the screen. So properly log out before leaving the computer. So erase the history wherever it is possible. Okay. Then we are going to see about what is cybercrime. So cybercrime is offense that have been facilitated to involve the use of electronic communications. If you are doing misuse with electronic communication, this comes under cybercrime. So then cyberbullying. So messages or some comments that have been posted on you. Okay. The messages or comments that have been posted in online targeting some peoples. So it's called cyberbullying. So cyberbullying is nothing but within harassment, demand about something on you. Someone using a modern technology like internet, cell phone, or instant message to use this cyberbullying. So next topic, we'll see about.
Dhanush, 1 second. Shubham
Yeah.
has asked that when we don't accept cookies, what will happen?
So we can't enter more websites. In some websites, you should allow them. In go to the settings in Chromebook, you will be getting like site settings. So go to the site setting, and then there will be an option called allow the cookies only, allow the third party cookies, like that option. Just click allow the third party cookies. So rest of them disable it. So here's the topic: online fraud. So online fraud and safety sites. So online fraud is nothing but if you are ordering something, it is not delivery. So it's one thing, and stealing some information, some fraud in payment. So these are comes under online fraud. So if you are giving your information unnecessarily, so they will take that and use them as a business. So there are two sets of safety sites. So there are first is the secure website and another is the unsecured website. So in secure website, you'll be getting those lock symbol. Just see, you'll be getting something called a lock here. So it shows that the connection is secure. In case of it is not secure, it will be showing like I button. So if you click that I button, it shows that you are not secure. Like that, it will be showing you. So let me move on to the top. So cyber crime. So we'll be getting a cyber crime. So I will explain it just a bit. So cyber crime. So cyber crime is nothing but I already said something you misused in the online platform is called known as a cyber crime. So first we'll say about information theft. So information theft is nothing but this comes under you often enter and create a information often enter information related to payment or something about your home address while shopping. This information must be safe and must not be followed to a wrong hands. So this is called information theft. So they'll be taking information on wrong scams. So you'll be getting a scam messages and scam email ID or something in your day-to-day life. So don't touch that. It will be something harm. Even it will be getting from some other third person. So scam is nothing but any fraud that a business practices that will be extracting a money from you, an unsuspicious person is called a scam. So illegal download means is nothing but illegal download obtained just a minute. Okay, scam, yeah, scam. You'll be getting a scam in both message, email, yes. Okay. So illegal download is nothing but if you are going to some website, but you can't download the content. Right? So if you downloaded that content illegally, it's called as known as illegal download. So in case of, for example, if you are downloading a movies which is not available to for a free download, okay, this is illegal download. If you download it, it's called as a illegal download. So child pornography is nothing but if you are using, if you are seeing some horrible content, it will be showing us it confirm your age like that. It will be coming. So this topic is known as a child pornography. I hope I have completed. Any doubt you just ask me. Let's move on. Be ready with the next topic. So any topic with that?
Yeah, okay, Dhanush.
Any doubt? Just okay. Yeah. So how can we stop this scam? Okay, we can stop this scam. We can, if you are getting messages, just go to the settings and switch off their spam messaging. So you go to the settings and do that. Same as email also. Okay. So I have completed my thing. So any other doubt? Yeah, I will share this. So how to secure devices from ethical hacker? I will share. How to secure devices
Yeah,
from ethical hackers?
actually, ethical hackers won't hack your device unwantedly. Okay. Ethical hackers will perform actions only with your permissions, and it is completely legal. While
it's like that, they will be sending some messages, something like that. If you
they are
click
unethical
with your
hackers.
persons,
Yeah.
So you don't do it. Do like
you
that.
Can every security is within your hands. You have to be safe in this world to encounter this type of problems.
Any other doubt?
1 minute, ma'am. Dhanush and Mohan Ram. Actually, I have disabled the chat as well as there is the unmuting option also. Both I have disabled. Okay. When you're having the interaction session, you can activate it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Any other doubt?
That's what Dhanush, they'll not be asking.
Okay,
shall I activate it?
No, ma'am, they are asking me directly.
Okay. Okay.
Mohan, you can continue.
Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yes, Mohan. It's visible.
Yeah, now is it visible?
Yeah,
1
it's
minute, Mohanram. When you want to interact, you can ask me to enable it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Shubham Kumar has raised his hand, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, Dhanu, so can you explain the ethnic about? Actually, I'm not seeing that. Can you explain again?
What?
About
Next
the
again.
ethnic hacker.
Like, I think he
I
is
can get you.
asking about the ethical hacker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then he is asking about the ethical
Ethical
hacker.
hacker.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, Shubham, ethical hacker means there are three types of major three types: black,
You is
green,
asking a
white.
definition or what is it? I can't understand.
Explain.
I
Can you
think,
explain about that?
Oh, okay, you did.
yeah, there are major three types of hackers: black, white, and gray. Like, if we consider the meaning of ethical hacker, they are completely legal. They have the permission to hack anything. They will get the permission first to hack anything. After that, they only proceed for hacking or pen testing that. But unethical hackers or meant by black hat hackers, they won't get permission from you. They are completely illegal persons, and they won't get permission for hacking your device. Okay, so they are unethical hackers, and also called as black hat hackers. So we have to be more cautious from them. And the one more type is middleman, like gray attackers. Like they are middleman for both white and black. They will be, sometimes they will be good and sometimes they will be bad depending upon the situation. Are you clear now?
Yeah. It means that there is more dangerous for black hat.
Yeah. If they want money, they can make some illegal things happen. If they want to be good in the society, they can also be good in that society for depending upon the situation. But ethical hackers are completely ethical. They will get permission before they attack anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in future class, you'll be learning a lot about this.
Yeah. There's also an ethical hacking class. At the last, we will gain more knowledge in the attempt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope the doubt is cleared. If anyone having doubt, please raise your hand. The doubt will be clear.
Yes. Okay. Shall I start?
Yeah, Mohan, you can.
Okay. Okay, now we are going to see about the database management system. And now, before entering to database management system, we have to know about what is database. Database is a collection of records. Like if you store something in a server, that is called as database. Not only in server, you can also store your data in your hard drive or your pen drive or your thumb drive or a memory card. It is also a database, but it is somewhat different from normal database. Database has multi-functions. Mostly the databases are used in servers for serving people as per their requested. Some databases are used as storage servers like Google Drive, Mega, and Google Cloud, like that. Some of them are used especially for meant for serving hosting services like websites and apps, games, like that. Now we are going to study in detail about the database structures and difference between multi types of databases. And let's continue. In database, it is a software system. It's just a software system which is overlaid, installed on a hard drive. Okay, just normally want the hard drive for storing something, right? On that on the hard drive, on that we are adding a layer called a software, that is a database which acts everything. Okay, and it can, what kind of actions a database can do for you? It can define something, update something, it can store something, it can retrieve and give you administrative privileges, policies, etc. And etc. Nowadays database become very advanced, but in past date it is not like that. It is very dangerous for being a database handling. So they will handle, very talented persons will only handle the databases. Even though if you visit some database centers, data centers like Google, Amazon, AWS, Azure, they will select only most talented people as well as most reliable people for their work, because data is very important in this world. Okay. And Amit Kumar has raised his hand. Yeah, once. Yeah, Amit Kumar, can you please unmute yourself? Hello. Okay, he's not responding. Okay. So nowadays data is very important. So we have to be more cautious while handling those data. Now we jump into what is types of databases. There are many types of databases, but nowadays we are using mostly three types of databases, that are relational databases, RDBMS, and document oriented databases, which are based on collections. And we are using the SQL databases, which is a structured query language, and it has table structures, rows and columns. That's all. These are the most three types of data that we are using, and every database has its own usage cases also. So first, these are the types of databases. Like there are relational databases, documented oriented databases, embedded databases, graph database, hypertext database, operational database, distributed database, and fact file. Okay. Now we are going to see about the relational databases, which is also known as RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. It is a collection of data items in a tables, like meant for rows and columns. When you open an Excel sheet or spreadsheet, you will see that rows and columns. Like that, the data are stored inside the relational databases. We can also make this as tuples. We have studied tuples, right, in Python, and we are called that as constitutive tuples in this database. Where all these databases are used for? In this type of database, you cannot store like if you cannot store a video file, you cannot store an audio file. You can just store text files in those fields. Like in rows and columns, you can just store text files. While I'm storing in name Mohan Ram, age 18, like that I'm sure we can just store like that. And we can also store like username, password. That all fields can be stored inside this type of relational databases. You cannot store audio or video file or multi files in this relational database. Where are this relational database used for? This relational database are used widely in the cases of while you are entering a website, when you are prompted to ask for login ID and password. For that type of situations, they use this relational database for checking whether your entered password or ID is true. If that is not true, you will be redirected to another page that saying that your password and ID is wrong. Amit Kumar is raising hand. Could you please unmute yourself? Yeah. Okay. I cannot give you permission. Okay. I have asked you to unmute, but I think it's not working.
Okay, Mohan Ram, we will conclude the interactive session at last.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
please wait. At last, you can speak.
Yeah. Yeah. On that type of situations, we can use this relational databases. After that, this relational databases will be stored like this. This one thing will be called as tuple. I will annotate here. If you take this row, and this is called as tuple, and if you take this column, this is called as attribute, and this whole thing is a relation. Okay, this is called as relational databases. Every relation has its own address, pointing address, which will be further called. Shubham Kumar asked a doubt, like it is somewhat relative, somewhat not. It is completely relative. Why this cookie are used for? The cookie is used here. While in your browser, while you enter your username and ID, a cookie session will be created instantly. The session ID will be somewhat a 256-bit character or a 16-bit character, depending upon the situation. It will create a timed session ID. It will expire in some minutes. Okay. It is a timed session cookie ID. it will be then redirect to the server database, like in the relational database, it will be redirected. It will check whether this whether this session ID is from the original website. For this purpose, it will check. After check, if the coming request is true, is from the true website, it will allow inside the relational. After entering into the relation, it will check for this username, ID, and password whether it is true or wrong. Whether it is true, it will redirect you to the another page. Whether it is wrong, it will convey you that his username or ID is or the password is wrong, and it will ask you to re-enter that. So this session ID will not be recreated. It will be timed session ID. As much as you are in the website, the session ID will not be changed. If you click the reload button, the session ID will immediately it will change the session ID. These are all for some security reasons. Okay. So this is how the cookie are workable in these areas. Okay. This is completely relational. So that we have planned to take the cookie session first. After that, this database. Okay. This is the relational database, how it is work. And it has a primary key and a foreign key. Okay. Primary key, as I said, this is a cookie session ID. It is a unique identity. Each row has here. Each row has a unique identity. Okay, that is the primary key. And the foreign key is a column group. This is the column group, right? It has the foreign key. Okay. And these are the two keys which will be responsible for checking whether your username or ID is correct or wrong. After that, we have this document-oriented database. It is also called as collective database, like MongoDB. We are going to see it in further class. Collective database. In this type of database, the data will not be stored in the form of data, like rows and columns. It will not be stored like that. It will be stored in a collection, like a set. Okay. You can. It also meant to be in the JSON object. JavaScript object notation. It can also be stored like this. You can store as much as file you wish. You can store PPT, text file, audio file, image file, video file. Every file you can store inside this. Each file has a unique identity for accessing them. Okay, so they are meant for accessing like that. Where are these document-oriented databases are used for? When you go to Google Drive or Mega Drive or Google Firebase like that, if you go there, they were also using this document-oriented database for storing multiple types of files in there, because you cannot say that you can only store text file, right? You can store multiple types of files there. So they are using this document-oriented databases, and you can also restrict this for storing uniform data, uniform types of data. Like you can only upload PNG, not JPEG. Like that, you can restrict, and you can also restrict that you can only upload MP4, not WAV or WebM. Like that, you can restrict data. Okay. And these are the types of how it will be stored. Actually, it has a set symbol here, and it will be stored like this. Comma. They you can also say this as comma separated value, more similar to like that, but we won't use comma separated value, CSV here. But instead of that, we are using JSON, JavaScript object notation, which is an interpreted language for storing this type of data. Okay, instead of table, we are storing like JSON. So this is how the relational document-oriented database work. After that, we have the embedded data type. Embedded data type is somewhat different. Like it is created by individual users for the individual purposes. You can also, they are mostly used for storing spreadsheets, document, and presentation, like that of files. Not like image or video, audio files. Not like that. They are just meant for storing spreadsheets, document, Excel, CSVs, that like of files. Okay, but after inventing this, they realized that there is no need for this, because they have this document-oriented database which has multi-purpose, right? So it can store multiple files. No need for this embedded database. Okay. So they deprecated this. Deprecated means they ended the updates for this embedded database. So they are not in use on this nowadays. Okay. After that, we have graph database. Graph database are used for server to server communication. Like we call it as nodes. Node means from point to point. This is called as node. One node can be your device and one node can be a server. Okay, a server can hold this type of graphical database, or you can know the virtual private network, right? VPN. It holds of multiple servers, and your device will be connected, jumping to one server to one server to one server, and finally reaching the requested server, right? This we are using this graph database in Google. They are using this graph database because they have multiple data centers around the world, right? They have a database in India, they have a database in USA, Canada, like that. If you access this, if you access a database from India, it won't go to USA's database. It directly goes to India's database because it is more near for you, right? And the data can be accessed much faster than it is called as CDN. Okay, CDN. It is called as like that. So we are using this type of graph database here. Okay, it is most usable. Index free. This is index free. You are new. No need to have index. Okay, and this is how this works. As I said, like the CDN and hypertext databases. Hypertext databases for organizing disparate information, like hypertext are meant for hypertext markup language, HTML. Okay, they actually, this is the old database the humans ever found. It can store only the HTML data. HTML. With this HTML language, you can create websites. Okay, this type of database can use only to store this HTML database, but after the technology grows, it is deprecated. It is not used much as that. Okay. This is the HTML. No, without any styling, it just look like this. After that, we have the operational database, and for this kind of database, we are using the employee information, customer complaints, and customer reviews, like that of information, small scale informations we will store in this operational databases. So there is no need for these databases because we are having a much larger amount of technology developed databases right now. After that, we have this distributed database. What is distributed database? We are using nowadays. Just I'm not promoting anything, but I'm just saying for example. You know Hostinger, right? Hostinger, GoDaddy. You know it, right? What are they doing? They just normally they will rent a server. They will rent a computer from cloud computer. Okay, from AWS or Amazon AWS or Azure, Microsoft Azure or Google Cloud. They will they will rent a cloud machine for their website, like GoDaddy.com. They will rent a machine from the topmost providers, and they will share this single computer. They will share for multiple users in the world. This is called as distributed database or shared hosting. Okay, you will get a limited amount of data. Okay, this is called a shared hosting. One side inside a one computer, multiple user can exist. This is called as shared amount of data. If you have two members here, if you have one apple, we will cut this apple into half and give to both of them, right? This is called as shared. The same method appears here, shared database. Okay, this is called as distributed or shared database. And the flat file database is just meant for storing the text file, plain text file. It is not used for much amount of situations because we have much amount of technology developed database right now, and it will be like this, just a text file, that's all. And this all for this session, and thank you. On tomorrow's class we will continue for the program about the collective database like MongoDB. We will use that, and we will move on to some other socket applications, chat application using socket framework. We will see that tomorrow. For now, that is all over, and I will end my session hereby, and I will hand over the session to the interactive session. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening all. Yeah, Sasikumar, you can share the PPT now. Now we are going to have a quiz session. This will be somewhat interesting today. So everyone try to interact with us.
So should I enable the speaking option?
Okay, ma'am.
Chat
It's
option
okay.
is needed. It's okay.
Okay, ma'am. Not an issue, ma'am.
Not
Let
an
them
issue.
let them work.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Now we are going to take the quiz session. Okay. These topics are all covered in today's session. Now you try to answer it. If it is wrong, also it is not an issue. Okay. The network that is spread across countries or connected with satellite, and the network is WAN, MAN, LAN, cables. You can type your answers in the chat box, guys. Yuvraj answered me as cable. Rekha answered as WAN. Any other answers, guys? Rakshita Suresh WAN, Amuda WAN, Baushya WAN. Yeah, okay. Now you can show the answer, Sasikumar. Yeah, it's correct. The answer is WAN. Hamavati, I think so somewhat name beyond that.
Hemnath Goda.
Okay, that's all. That guy also answered as WAN. Now the Mohan Ram, you can explain it, Mohan Ram.
Yeah, why this is called as actually I accepted this. The network that is spread across the countries or connected with satellite and network is while we are using a hosting service, it will use the wide area network, not the local area network. The local area network, which will be provided for you with the routers, your mobile ISP providers, internet service providers. That's all. But the wide area network is meant for transmitting the data all over the countries and all over the world, so that we are using the wide area network that is spread across the world. That's all. It is not possible while we use cables, because while we use cables, we have to give each and every users a cable to access that site. Okay. Instead of using that, we are using this wide area network. Yes, you can go ahead to the next question.
Pradesh, can you read the question?
Yeah, I think he has some network issues. Okay, I will read the question. What is the full form of Mac? Yeah, Sasi Kumar, please show the answers.
Yeah, sorry, Mohan Ram. Actually, I muted myself.
Oh, okay.
The options is media access control, media activated control, media activation code, memory access control. Many of them are answered. Media access control, fourth option, media access control. So many. Rekha, Prashad, Ishat. Okay, Vedanand answered as 4. Rakshita, Suresh answer as 1. Okay, now we can move on to the answer. Yeah, media access control. Now the Mohan Ram going to explain it.
Yeah, this is media access control. Why we call this is actually we have a semiconductor chip inside our all devices. Okay, so in ethical hacking class you will learn more deep about this. And in what is the purpose of this media access control? Actually, it helps us to access all the websites, and throughout the internet we can, with this help of this media access control chip only, we can access throughout the internet, ISPs, everything. So media is a public thing. Okay, we have to gain an access to control it. So they meant for naming it as media access control. That's all.
Yeah, thank you, Mohan Ram. Now we move on to the third question. Each IP address contains source address only, destination address only, both 1 and 2, and none are the answers. Your answers, please. Baushya answers is 3. Pratish Rajasekaran answer is 3.
Artishwari, answer 3.
Yeah. Source and destination only. Most of them are playing as 3. Okay, Pavitra answer as source and destination. Yeah, let's move on to the answers.
Yes, both 1 and 2 are correct.
That
Because
means source address only and destination address only. Now you can answer.
yeah, why this is called like this? Every device has like MAC address. Every device has its own internet protocol address. That is a full form for IP, internet protocol. And in this IP address, it is the address. Like you have in with an address, and if you have a tank, water tank with an address, if you have to bring water to your home, you have to say your home's address to bring water to your home, right, from the water tank. So each that is the meant for IP address. Each and every device has its own IP address. For accessing any websites or any application throughout the internet, the internet server must know where I have to deliver those informations. So your address should be visible for them. Okay. So you have to give a request for the server with your IP address. That is the you have to get an direct request from the server to your address. This question. So both 1 and 2 will come. Okay. Without address, connect both server devices. That's the answer for this.
Let's move on to question number 4. Every computer looking to access the internet could be known as .com. Okay. Let's see the answers now. Rahul Prasad also answers that .com. Sasikumar, can you show me the answer? Yeah, it's correct. That is .com. Now you can explain it more.
Yes. Why it is called as .com? Every extension, every web extension has its own name for meaning. Okay. While you run an organization, you will call it as .org. Okay, that is a short form. When you go to organization like a foundation or an society helper or a club members, if you visit those websites, it will end in the extension .org because they are organizations. And .com, what is .com? It is for commercial use. You can also, if you have a commercial business, you can also make it as commercial .com. That's all. And if you have a government website, you should mention it as .gov. .gov. Okay. But normally for normal peoples, you cannot get those extensions because you are not a government, right? Government party, right? You are just a citizen. So you cannot get that .gov. After .edu, what is .edu? It is meant for educational sites. If you go for Vedantu, it is a .education site, right? It will end with extension .edu. So here we have asked for commercial, so it is .com. Okay.
Yeah, let's move on to the question number 6. The network that allows information to be shared between devices over a LAN. That is Wi-Fi or hotspot or Ethernet or server. Your responses? Okay, Ethernet answers by Deepak and Sneha answers as Ethernet. Yuvarajan as Ethernet, Rakshita Suresh as Ethernet, Abhishek Ethernet, and Kiruba as option 3. Everyone answers the same answer. Any other responses? We are having diversity, right? Any other responses, guys? Okay, everyone answered that option 3. Let's see the answer now. Paushi also answered 3. Yeah, it's correct.
Yeah, it's correct. Well, it is. Actually, I said before, a local area network is meant for cable sharing only. Only one person can use that internet at a time, that network at a time. Only one person can use. But in hotspot or Wi-Fi or server, multiple persons can use that network, right? But in Ethernet cables, just only one person can use that, because the cable is made for only one device connectable. Okay, so that is for Ethernet is the correct answer for local area network.
I think Rajesh.
Rajesh, you are
Yeah,
muted.
sorry, Sasikumar. Again, I muted myself. Okay, question number 7. The anatomy of the hypertext transfer protocol is. Show me the options, Sasikumar. That is HTTPS, HTTP, PDF, or HTML. Snake answers as HTTP. Bhaushya, option number 1. Everyone is answered as HTTP. Yeah, Rahul Prasad also answered this. Okay, let's see the answer, Sajikumar. HTTP is the right answer.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you. I think some of you have the confusion, the difference between HTTP and HTTPS. I will explain it with a short time. Why HTTPS and HTTP? Because HTTP is an insecure connection. As like Dhanush said, if you visit a secure site, you will see a padlock symbol on the browser search bar. Okay, that is meant for HTTPS. That means that hypertext transfer protocol in secured format, that is HTTPS. SSL certificate is provided for that secure connection. While while you are searching something in that website, every request you make will be encrypted with the 256 encryption key, that is known as SSL certificate, and then it will be sent to the server. Inside of this, nobody can hack your data. That's why HTTPS is secure format. While you use HTTP, there is no encryption for your data. So anyone can do that kind of malicious activities while you transfer your data to that server and catch your personal identities. So hypertext transfer protocol stands for HTTP. These are the difference between HTTPS and HTTP. That's all.
Yeah, guys, one small information. After the quiz session, you can also submit your feedback form. Now it is not in urgency. You can answer it. The next question, Sasikumar. Non-profit organization site have .com, .org, .net, .edu. Your answers, please. .org by Snega. Option 3, .org. Kalpana's answer is option 2. Any other answers, guys? ORG by Rahul Prasad. Baush answers ORG. Harshit, option is 3. Yeah, we can see the answer now. Yeah, it's correct. That is .org. You can explain it more.
Yes, yes. As I said before, .org stands for an organization. So that is the short form of organization, org. That's all. .net stands for a network. Okay. While you people or 5 or 10 people are managing a network study, like a small scale network, if you will like that website, you will name it as .net. That's all. So .org is the correct answer.
Yeah, we can move to the next question. The set of beliefs about right or wrong, the meaning, news, moral, law, ethics, legal. Your options. Ethics by Snega, ethics by Priyanka. Deepak answer is ethics. Rahul Prasad also answered ethics. Any other answers, guys? Any other options? Different options. Bhausha answers is 3. Yeah. Everyone is responding the same answer. Let us see the answer now. The answer is absolutely ethics. You explain it, Mohan.
Yes. Why? Because ethics. If you go somewhere, you will hear some words like you should follow ethics while managing this. If you go to some courts, they will say that please answer with ethics. Ethics is just like that. Answer in a right or wrong. That means the ethics. Okay. You have to always say true. That is ethics. That's all.
Yeah, the question, last question. The country that not is included as a country requested internet consumption. Censorship. Sorry. Russia, Cuba, Turkey, or Arabic. Cuba by Rahul Prasad. Russia by Sneha. Deepak answer is Russia. Any other answer, guys? Yeah, it's okay. Let's see the answers now. Cuba by Baushia. The answer is Russia. You explain it, Moharam.
Yeah, it is a general question that Russia has not the permissions to censor the contents in the websites, public websites. If you have in India, you may know that they have blocked some rummy or gambling websites, right? In India, India has the right to block third-party websites. Okay, but Russia has not the right to block third-party websites without their permission. So Russia is not indented in this censorship, internet censorship. That's all. This is a general question.
Yeah, thank you.
That's all for today. Thank you for all for responding.
As I said previously, mistakes are the proof that you are trying. Keep on trying, and the mistakes are getting lower. As I see from yesterday, from today, it's getting lower than previous before. And thank you for your humble answers towards us. And thank you for those fake IDs who spend their time in our session. Thank you for all. Thank you for everyone. Thank you, Onatan. You can fill the feedback link now. Pooja will share. Yeah, thank you, Deepak. The session by Danush and Mogan.
Yeah, thank you, Deepak. Thank you for your positive comments.
So I conclude with that. So thank you all those who have been listened patient this 1.5 hours, and thank you for those kids, those who have chatted me. Thank you all, and those who have many of them messaged me as a direct message, so I replied with them with a chat box. So thank you all for your these responses. Thank you. And if you have any doubts related, you can ask in this session. So once you have filled in feedback form, just fill it. Pooja, you can continue.
Pooja, you can share it, Pooja.
Yeah. Hemnath Goda, thank you. Thank you for your comments.
And one more comment too. They text me in a direct text. I will read it. Wait a minute. You are the best supporters, I think so. Most of them are supporting. And even the fake ID is also supporting us and encouraging to do more and more.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you,
we are very glad to have you as a supporters and guide us. One more feedback as a direct message. Thank you all.
Yes. Pooja, you can
if you are growing, you will be getting like this. So just ignore it and go.
And one more doubt, how internet is created and how it is distributed to each smartphone. Pooja, you share the link, and Mohanram, you explain this doubt.
Yes. Can you come again, Rajesh?
Yeah, how internet is created and how it is distributed to each smartphone.
Oh, okay. They are asking like that. Okay. Yeah. Actually, internet is not created. Internet is all around the world. Okay. Internet is just wireless band, like short wave, medium wave, frequency modulation, like that of it is just a radiation in gigahertz. Okay. It is all around the world, spread around the world. We are just collecting all the radiations into one place under the ocean, and we are distributing that all radiations inside the oceans with the optical fiber cables to each and every country. After arriving each and every country, in that country, I don't know whether how the other countries make it, but in India, we have the internet hub in the Goa Sea. Okay. I don't know where which I don't know, but that is in the Goa Sea. Okay, Goa beach. Okay. if you go to Goa, you can have a chance to see that. They have a very large amount of cables coming inside from the ocean, and they are highly protected from the sea animals. Okay, so and after coming, the cables are meant for public services. The internet service provider like Jio, Airtel, Vodafone, V, Idea, they all take a partnership with TRAI, TRAI. Okay, they are make a partnership with TRAI, and the TRAI decides how is the what should be the price for individuals. Then the internet service providers lay the cable to their main station, and they will provide to the towers. The towers will transmit those energy all over its surfaces. Yeah, each tower can transmit the gigahertz energy up most to 3 or 4 kilometers only, so that we are seeing most and most towers around us. Okay, this how the internet is provided all around the world.
Yeah, thank you, Mohanram. Any other doubt, guys? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Yeah, everyone fill the feedback. I think so. Everyone fill the feedback form. If anyone doesn't means you can fill it now, ma'am.
So till now we got a more positive response. So thank you for that. And so attend the session regularly. Okay. Pooja, you can conclude.
Yeah, more upcoming sessions are there, and more very much interesting sessions are there. So keep on watching these sessions, and you will gain more knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
if you have any
are you there,
suggestions,
ma'am?
you can also say. Kindly fill the feedback form and give your suggestions.
Yeah. Yeah, students, you can conclude and end the meeting. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all for attending this session continuously for more than 1.5 hours. And the session was rolled out very well by Mohan and Dhanush. So thank you for sharing your knowledge over here. And I thank the participants who are listening to their knowledge and gaining over that. And the quiz session was conducted by Rajesh and Mohan. That was done very well. And many of them interacted. And I'm very happy to see that. So we will all meet tomorrow at the same time. So everyone fill the feedback form and you can kindly leave. Thank you all.
Yes, those who have completed the feedback, filling the feedback form, you can leave. Shall I end the meeting? Have you all filled? Shall I end the meeting?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
you can.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. Okay, fine. Yeah. Yes, thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.